Today's matchup is as close as you can get on paper. These teams are very evenly matched. This is week 7. Let's go ahead and get down to the field. Lining up for the kickoff. Fowler with the kick. And he is tackled. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Snyder takes the handoff. He's taken down near the 35-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play. Second down, 15 yards to go. Inside handoff. Curtis wraps him up and brings him down. Small loss on the play. Third play of the drive. He drops back into the pocket. He makes the throw over the middle. Francois with the reception. And he'll be brought down by the defense. Tackle made by Miller. They covered a lot of ground on that play. Pittsburgh sets up on first down. Tonight. Extra pressure coming from the defense. And he's hit right away and taken down. There's a penalty flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They're going to flag the defense for a face mask there, and they'll accept the penalty. Fifth play of the drive. Motion left. Go. He'll hand it off to Snyder. Wrestled to the ground. Tackled by Spencer. That will be a loss of 2. The offense comes to the line on 2nd and goal. QB fakes the handoff and takes it himself. And he will be taken down. Tackled by Oliver. That will push them back 3 yards. Pittsburgh breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. He drops back into the pocket. QB shows run but pulls it back into pass. And the ball is batted down. The offense is lining up for a short field goal. Lane will boot it away here. And it will fall short of the uprights. No good. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. Lewis drops back into the pocket. He finds the target running deep down the sideline. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. Three receivers for the offense. Lewis with the handoff. And he'll be brought down up near the 5-yard line. Loss of 4. The offense comes in with 3 receivers. Lewis surveys the field. He flings a pass. Hangs on the reception. And he's brought to the turf. That will keep the chains moving. The offense coming in with a 2-back set. Lewis surveys the field. And Edwards gets a hold of him for the sack. That will bring up second down. Second down and long. He gives it away. Tackle made up by the 30-yard line. Gain of 9 on the play. The offense will operate from the gun. Lewis drops back into the pocket. Haynes on the reception. Gain of 15. First and 10. QB back to pass. And he can't get it off before being taken down for the sack. A huge loss by the offense. Second down. Lewis drops back into the pocket. Floats one. And he's hit right away and taken down. Gain of 14 on the play. The offense sets up in shotgun. Lewis will hand it off. He's put to the turf. Gain of 5 on the play. The offense sets up to punt one away. Mills boots it away. And the punt sails out of bounds. Let's see what Pittsburgh does to start this drive. He drops back. Looking for a target way downfield. Batted down and incomplete. Second play of the drive. Go! Hands it to the runner on the right side. Takes him to the ground. Over with the tackle. That'll bring up third down. Third down and 10 to go. Run to the right side. And he'll be tackled near the line. That will be good for about 1. The punt team lines up to kick this one away. He makes the punt. Tackled after returning it up near the 45-yard line. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Lewis drops back into the pocket. He's hit hard and taken down in the backfield. Loss of 6 on the play. Lewis surveys the field. He throws one. And Kelly makes the tackle. They covered a lot of ground on that play. First and 10 for the offense. They'll send a player in motion. Lewis surveys the field. And he can't get it off before being taken down for the sack. That brings up second down. The defense sets up in a nickel set. Steps into the pocket. Lewis chucks it up. And he's immediately brought down. That's good for 10 yards. He'll pitch it off to the right side. And he won't make it very far before being dragged down. That's good for about 2. The punt team lines up to kick this one away.
Tonight.
Mills boots it away. Let's see what Pittsburgh does to start this drive. Motion right. Steps into the pocket. He makes the throw. And he will be taken down. Tackle made by Schmidt. Gain of 4 on the play. Second down, 15 yards to go. Snyder takes the handoff. And he's stopped up around the 20. That will go for about 8 yards. First down and 10 to go. QB back to pass. Scrambling, and he'll take a slide here. That will be good for about 1. The offense sets up with 2 backs.
Go!
He'll hand it off to Snyder, and he'll be brought down by the defense. Tackle made by Spencer. That brings up 3rd down. A Pittsburgh 3rd down coming up. Hand off to the left side. Tackle made up by the 30-yard line. That'll go for 9 yards. The offense sets up to punt one away. He makes the punt. He is picked up and brought down. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. Pitch to the right side. He's taken down near the 35-yard line. Small gain on the play. Second down, 2 yards to go. Lewis drops back into the pocket. And he's brought down in the backfield for a sack. Loss of 11 on the play. Third down for the offense. That will wrap things up for the first quarter. Both teams yet to make their first score. The offense comes in on third down. Lewis surveys the field, makes the throw over to the left side, and it's knocked away by the defense. The punt team takes the field. The punt's away. He'll return the kick up near the 30. Let's see what Pittsburgh does to start this drive. Snyder takes the handoff. Curtis wraps him up and brings him down. That will push them back 3 yards. Pittsburgh gets set on second down. Dropping back. Tosses one short over to the left side of the field. McDowell wrestles him to the ground. That'll go for about 3 yards. Third play of the drive. Makes the throw. It's picked off. And the tackle is made. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Lewis surveys the field. He's looking deep. Big time reception. And Kelly makes the tackle. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. First and 10. Lewis lets it go. Blackwell wrestles him to the ground. Gain of 3 on the play. A nickel set for the defense. He fakes the handoff and tucks it on the QB keeper. And he is tackled. That will be a loss of 5. Third down for the offense. He drops back. Finds a receiver along the sideline. Good for the reception. And he's hit right away and taken down. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. Fifth play of the drive. He steps back to pass. He's got a target down near the 5-yard line. Wrapped up and brought down. Haynes with the tackle. That gets us to second down. The offense comes to the line on second and goal. Hand off to the left side, and he's tackled up near the line of scrimmage. Gain of 1 on the play. Lewis surveys the field, and the pass is incomplete. A short field goal attempt for the offense. Fowler with the kick, and it's good. They'll strike first with that score. The offense lines up to kick it off. Fowler boots it away here. And he's brought to the turf. First and 10 for the offense. Motion for the offense. QB back to pass. Makes the throw deep over the middle. Over the shoulder, he's got it. And he'll be pulled down immediately. A huge gain by the offense. First and 10 for the offense. Player in motion to the right. Run pass option. The QB gives it to the runner. And he is eventually brought down. A flag on the play. We'll see if that holds up after the penalty. Oh, his hands closed on the face mask. That's going to be a penalty. They will accept the penalty. Third play of the drive. Inside handoff. And he'll be brought down by the defense. Tackle made by Miller. That'll bring up second down. Second down, 3 yards to go. He steps back to pass. Finds a target on the left side of the end zone. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. The offense has struggled to convert on third downs today. QB back to pass. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown! They're setting up for the extra point. Lane kicks it away. And the extra point is good. Pittsburgh pulls in front with that score. The kicking team set up to boot it away. Lane kicks it away. And the defender got him down. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Lewis drops back into the pocket. He sees a target over the middle of the field. And he's brought to the turf. Gain of 10 on the play. Second down. Lewis with the handoff. And Kelly makes the tackle. Gain of 12 on the play. First down and 10 to go. Lewis surveys the field. Tosses the ball. The pass connects. And the tackle will be made by Daniels. Gain of 17. First down and 10 to go. Motion for the offense. Lewis surveys the field. Sets his feet and throws. Drop pass by the offense. Second and 10. Lewis drops back into the pocket. He throws one down by the 10-yard line. Good for the reception. And he steps in for 6. Touchdown! They'll opt for the single-point attempt here. Fowler boots it away here. And it's good. They'll take the lead with that score. And onto the field comes the kicking team. Fowler with the kick. And he is tackled. Pittsburgh sets up on first down. Snyder takes the handoff. And he'll be brought down by the defense. Tackle made by Spencer. That will bring up second down. Pittsburgh gets set on second down. He steps back to pass. And down he goes. That's a sack. Loss of 7. Let's see if the offense changes up their plan here on third down. So far today, they haven't had much success on third down conversions. Motion left. He steps back to pass. Play action fake. And the ball is batted down. The offense lines up to punt. The punt's away. Ripped to the ground. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Extra pressure coming from the defense, and he's sacked again. They'll lose 10 on the play. Second down. Lewis surveys the field. He drops the ball. He's stopped in his tracks. Let's see what Pittsburgh does to start this drive. QB back to pass. Makes the short throw. And he's stopped up around the 20. That brings up second down. Second down for the offense. Hands it to the runner on the right side. That's the end of that play. That will give Pittsburgh a first down. Pittsburgh breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. Motion for the offense. Inside handoff. And Miller with the tackle. Small gain on the play. Pittsburgh breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. Penalty marker on the field. I think somebody moved. That's a false start. And they'll accept the penalty. Fifth play of the drive. He hands it off to the right side. Wrestled to the ground. Tackled by Spencer. Gain of 3 on the play. The offense can't seem to find their rhythm today on third downs. Let's see if they switch things up with this call. Player in motion to the right. He drops back. He makes the throw. Steel City! Touchdown! The kicking team lines up for the PAT. Lane will boot it away here. And the extra point is good. Pittsburgh pulls in front with that score. And onto the field comes the kicking team. Lane kicks it away. And he is tackled. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Go! Tosses it off to the right side of the field. And the pass misses the mark. Incomplete. Second down and 10 to go. Lewis surveys the field. And it's complete. He'll be tackled near the 45. Gain of 14 on the play. First and 10 for the offense. QB back to pass. Lewis chucks it up. He makes the catch. And he's immediately brought down. Gain of 16 on the play. First down and 10 to go. Lewis surveys the field. He makes the throw by the 20-yard line. And the ball is batted down. Second and 10. Lewis drops back into the pocket. Tosses the ball. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. Third and 10 for the offense. Steps into the pocket. Lewis chucks it up. Tipped away and incomplete. The punt team lines up to kick this one away. Mills boots it away. The punt sails into the end zone and will be brought out to the 20. Let's see what Pittsburgh does to start this drive. Dropping back, he makes the throw over to the right side of the field. And it's deflected down, incomplete. Pittsburgh gets set on second down. QB back to pass. Curtis gets a hold of him for the sack. They'll lose 8 on the play. The defense will use a timeout here. They will have 2 remaining. The offense can't seem to find their rhythm today on third downs. Let's see if they switch things up with this call. He'll hand it off to Snyder. And he will be brought down by Curtis. That will go for about 5 yards. And the defense calls timeout. They will have 1 remaining timeout. The punt team lines up to kick this one away. The punt's away. Shakes off the first tackle, and the defender got him down. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Tosses it over to the sideline. Flag on the play. Ferguson with the catch. Wrapped up and brought down. Haynes with the tackle. We'll see if things still stand after the penalty. They're going to flag the defender for pass interference. It looks like they'll decline the penalty. That will keep the chains moving. First down and 10 to go. Lewis surveys the field. Ferguson with the catch. And Kelly makes the tackle. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. And the offense will call a timeout here. That's their final timeout. First and 10. Lewis surveys the field. Haynes on the reception. And he's tackled right away. Gain of 14 on the play. The offense lines up on first and goal. Finds a target. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown! They're setting up for the extra point. Fowler with the kick. And the kick is good. That score puts them ahead for now. Here comes the kicking team. Fowler boots it away here. The tackle is made. First down and 10 to go. He drops back to pass. He makes the throw up near the 45. And the ball is batted down. 2nd and 10 for the offense. Throws it off to the left side, and the pass is incomplete. The defense has done well stopping the offense from converting on 3rd down so far today. Let's see what they do here. He'll toss it off to the left side. He's going to be brought down up near the 25. Gain of 3 on the play. The punt team makes its way up the line. He makes the punt. Ripped to the ground. That will do it for the 2nd quarter. It's anyone's game so far. Lining up for the kickoff. The kick's away. And he's brought to the turf. The offense looks to get things going here on 1st down. Motion right. Lewis with the handoff. Tackle made by Rodgers. That will be good for about 1. Second down for the offense. 3 yards to go. Lewis will hand it off. Tackle made up by the 30-yard line. That'll cost them a couple yards. Third down, 12 yards to go. Lewis surveys the field. Reeled in that long toss. Tackle made by Larson. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. First and 10. The receiver goes into motion. Go! Lewis with the handoff. And the tackle will be made by Daniels. That'll go for 9 yards. Second and short for the offense. He'll give it away on the counter, and he wraps him up. Tackle made by Edwards. They'll lose a couple yards there. The offense comes in on 3rd down. Lewis will hand it off. Tackle made up by the 30-yard line. That will be good for about 6. First down and 10 to go. Lewis drops back into the pocket. Makes the throw to the left side of the end zone. The pass is incomplete. Second and 10. Hands it to the runner on the right side. Rodgers brings him down. That will push them back 3 yards. The offense comes in on 3rd down. 7 yards to go. QB back to pass. Penalty marker on the field. Drop pass by the offense. Let's see how the penalty affects that play. They're going to flag the defense for holding here. They will accept the penalty. Operating from under center. Receiver in motion. Go. The Snyder takes the toss to the right. He's not going any further. They'll lose one on the play. The offense comes in on second down. 11 yards to go. Lewis will hand it off. Tackle made by Rodgers. That gets us to third down. Third down, 2 yards to go. They'll send a player in motion. He steps back to pass. It will be caught by Ferguson. Blackwell wrestles him to the ground. Gain of 18 on the play. The offense lines up on first and goal. Player in motion to the left. Lewis chucks it up. And he misses the target. Second down and goal for the offense. Lewis drops back into the pocket. Flings one. And he scores! They'll opt for the single-point attempt here. Fowler with the kick. And it sails through. They'll widen the gap a bit with that score. And onto the field comes the kicking team. Fowler with the kick. He'll return the kick up near the 30. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. Player in motion to the left. He lets one go deep down the field, and the ball is batted down. Second down and 10 to go. He steps back to pass. Makes the throw, and they can't connect. Incomplete pass. Third and 10. Dropping back. He throws one. He pulls it in. And he's stopped around the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down. Pittsburgh sets up on first down. They'll send a player in motion. Snyder takes the handoff. And he'll be brought down by the defense. Tackle made by Miller. That gets us to second down. Fifth play of the drive. He'll hand it off to Snyder. He'll be brought down up near the 50. That's good for about 7 yards. First and 10 for the offense. Dropping back. Play action pass. Tosses it over to the sideline. The pass is knocked down. Incomplete. Seventh play of the drive. Motion left. He'll hand it off to Snyder. Takes him to the ground. Oliver with the tackle. Loss of 4. The offense has not had much luck converting on third downs today. He steps back to pass. It's pulled in by McKinney, and he's tackled right away. Gain of 18 on the play. First down and 10 to go. They'll send a player in motion. He steps back to pass. He tosses a floater. The pass is knocked down. Incomplete. Second and 10 for the offense. He'll hand it off to Snyder. He is brought to the ground. May with the tackle. They'll lose 1 on the play. Operating from the gun. He steps back to pass. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. The punt team makes its way up the line. The punt's away. The punt sails into the end zone and will be brought out to the 20. First and 10 for the offense. Motion for the offense. QB back to pass. Lewis chucks it up. Haynes on the reception. And he's tackled here. Good enough for a first down. The defense sets up in a 3-4 set. Motion from the backfield. Throws the ball. And he'll be forced out of bounds. That brings up second down. Second and 10 for the offense. Lewis surveys the field. Makes the throw to the middle of the field. And the ball is batted down. Fourth play of the drive. The runner takes the inside handoff. Colbert wrestles him to the ground. That brings up fourth down. The offense lines up to punt. And Mills kicks this one away. The punt sails into the end zone and will be brought out to the 20. They'll start things off from the 20. The receiver goes into motion. He'll hand it off to Snyder. And he's tackled here. Gain of 4 on the play. Operating from under center. He'll hand it off to Snyder. He's taken down near the 35-yard line. Gain of 11. Pittsburgh sets up on first down. Snyder takes the handoff, and he will be brought down by Curtis. They'll lose a couple yards there. A shotgun set for the offense. The receiver goes into motion. He steps back to pass. Throws one. The pass is incomplete. Let's see if the offense changes up their plan here on third down. So far today, they haven't had much success on third down conversions. And it's complete. He'll be brought down up near the 50. Gain of 17. First and 10. He drops back to pass. Curtis gets a hold of him for the sack. That brings up second down. Second down. Dropping back. QB shows run, but pulls it back into pass. And he's immediately brought down. That will go for about 8 yards. Eighth play of the drive. Motion for the offense. Hand off to the right side. And he'll be brought down by the defense. Tackle made by Miller. Gain of 6 on the play. The punt team lines up to kick this one away. That brings us to the end of the third quarter. A close game so far today. The punt team makes its way up the line. He punts it away. And the punt goes into the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 20. They'll start things off from the 20. He hands it to the running back. Tackle made by Rodgers. Gain of 8 on the play. Second down for the offense. 2 yards to go. Motion left. Lewis will hand it off. And Kelly makes the tackle. Gain of 14 on the play. First and 10. Lewis with the handoff. Wrestle to the ground. Daniels with the tackle. That's good for 10 yards. The offense sets up in the pistol formation. Lewis surveys the field. A flag on the play. The pass is knocked down. Incomplete. We'll see if things still stand after the penalty. Holding is going to be the call. The referee caught him, and they'll accept the penalty. First down and 10 to go. Lewis with the handoff. Tackle made by Tolbert. They'll lose a couple yards there. Second and long for the offense. Lewis drops back into the pocket. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. He pulls it in, and he's tackled right away. Gain of 13. First and 10 for the offense. Hands it to the runner on the right side. And he's tackled. They'll lose 1 on the play. Second down. He drops back. Finds a receiver along the sideline. The pass is knocked down. Incomplete. The offense comes in on third down. 11 yards to go. They'll send a player in motion. He pulls it back and makes the quick throw. Wrapped up and brought down. Haynes with the tackle. Gain of 9 on the play. The field goal unit makes its way up to the line. There's the kick. And it will fall short of the uprights. No good. Pittsburgh sets up on first down. Motion for the offense. He drops back into the pocket. A flag on the play. He sets up and throws, and he can't pull it in. Drop pass. We'll see if that holds up after the penalty. Ref is going to catch him for defensive holding. They'll accept the penalty. The offense coming in with a 2-back set. He drops back to pass. QB shows run, but pulls it back into pass. And he will be taken down. Tackled by Oliver. Gain of 4 on the play. Pittsburgh gets set on second down. Motion for the offense. Misdirection in the backfield. McDowell wrestles him to the ground. Gain of 11. The offense sets up in shotgun. Snyder takes the handoff. He'll be tackled near the 45. That will keep the chains moving. First and 10. Go. Snyder takes the handoff. And he will be brought down by Ross. That will give Pittsburgh a first down. The offense comes in with 3 receivers. He drops back into the pocket. He's got a receiver off to the left side of the end zone. The pass is incomplete. Second and 10. Steps into the pocket. He makes the throw into the end zone. Interception. Setting up shop from the 20. Player in motion. Lewis will hand it off. Tackle made by Tolbert. That will go for about 8 yards. A shotgun set for the offense. The runner takes the pitch left. Tackle made by Rodgers. Gain of 1 on the play. Third down for the offense. Just 1 yard to go. He drops back into the pocket. And he's tackled right away. That'll be good for about 2. First and 10. Delayed handoff. The runner is wrestled down. Tackle by Wade. Loss of 4. Second down, 8 yards to go. Lewis will hand it off. And he'll be tackled near the line. That'll bring up third down. Third down and long. Go! Flings one. Ferguson with the catch. Blackwell wrestles him to the ground. Gain of 15. First and 10 for the offense. He hands it to the running back, and he'll be tackled near the line. Small gain on the play. The offense sets up in shotgun. Lewis drops back into the pocket. He tosses it off to the left side of the field. The pass is knocked down, incomplete. Third down for the offense. 2 yards to go. Lewis with the handoff. And he wraps him up. Tackle made by Edwards. That will bring up fourth down. The offense sets up to punt one away. The punt's away. The punt will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Let's see what Pittsburgh does to start this drive. Go. Throws a pass, and he misses the target. Pittsburgh gets set on second down. Snyder takes a handoff, and the tackle is made. That will be good for about 6. Third and short for the offense. QB back to pass. And he's hit right away and taken down. Gain of 20 on the play. Pittsburgh sets up on first down. He drops back to pass. He's got a target down near the 5-yard line. It's grabbed by Tyler. McDowell makes the tackle. A huge pickup there by the offense. Pittsburgh sets up on first down. Operating from the gun. Penalty flag on the field. Throws this one along the touchdown. Pittsburgh. We'll see if that holds up after the penalty. The defense looks to have lined up offside, and they'll choose to decline the penalty. The offense sets up for the point after. Here's the kick. And the extra point is good. That will pull Pittsburgh a bit closer. The offense lines up to kick it off. Lane will boot it away here. And the defender got him down. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. Lewis will hand it off. And he's finally stopped after a great run. Gain of 16 on the play. It's a Pittsburgh timeout. They will have 2 remaining. First down and 10 to go. He drops back to pass. He turns it upfield, and he wisely slides down. Gain of 8 on the play. Pittsburgh calling a timeout here. They'll have just 1 remaining. The offense comes in on second down. Lewis will hand it off. He's put to the turf. Gain of 9 on the play. Timeout Pittsburgh. That's their final timeout. A single back set for the offense. And he takes a knee. Second down, 12 yards to go. And he takes a knee. Third down, 7 yards to go. And he takes a knee. All right, folks, that brings things to an end for us today. For the entire Axis football crew,